Thank you very much for staying with us and welcome back. We are glad you're watching WION World is One. My name is Eric Njoka. Time now for Speed News. Indian lawmakers and soldiers have paid tribute to those who lost their lives in the 2001 militant attack on the country's parliament. On December 13, 2001, 5 militants stormed the parliament complex in New Delhi, armed with grenades, guns and explosives. The security forces eliminated them before they could enter the main chamber. 14 people, including 5 militants, 6 personnel of Delhi police and 3 government staff, had died in the militant attack. China's foreign ministry has said that China would strike back in response to any reckless U.S. sanctions, urging Washington to withdraw its recent passing of sanctions targeting people and entities tied to human rights abuses committed by China. The United States has imposed the extensive human rights-related sanctions on China, and its foreign ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin denounced the sanctions. The measures are the latest in a raft of actions timed to coincide with Biden's 2-day virtual summit for democracy, where he announced initiatives to bolster democracy around the world. Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki has asked German Chancellor Olaf Scholz to suspend operation of the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline from Russia, warning that Moscow would use it to blackmail Europe. The United States and several Eastern European countries are worried that Europe is too dependent on Russia for its energy provision. Meanwhile, Germany's new Foreign Minister, Annalena Baerbock, has said that the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline from Russia will not be allowed to operate in the event of any new escalation in Ukraine, under an agreement between Berlin and Washington. According to the Russian Interior Ministry, an 18-year-old graduate of an Orthodox school has tried to blow himself up at a convent outside Moscow, wounding at least one teenager. A 15-year-old has been injured in the attack, which took place in the city of Serpukhov, south of Moscow. According to information, the would-be bomber was not killed in the blast. The ministry said the staff of the school have been evacuated and that information about other victims is being clarified. Several Russian news agencies have said that up to 7 people were injured in that attack. According to the county sheriff, 1 person has been killed and 14 have been injured in a shooting at a vigil near Houston, Texas. Harris County Sheriff has said that a large crowd had gathered for a celebration of life when a vehicle approached and someone in it opened fire. The sheriff said that of the 14 injured, 3 were in critical condition. South Korean President Moon Jae-in has laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier at the Australian War Memorial in Canberra during his visit to the country. Moon, who becomes the first foreign leader to visit countries since the pandemic began, was earlier given a ceremonial welcome at Government House. The two countries signed a defense deal worth about $720 million, which will see South Korean Defense Company provide the Australian Army with artillery weapons, supply vehicles and radars. It's the largest defense contract struck between Australia and an Asian country. Rescuers are on a lookout for 2 people still missing under the rubble of houses destroyed by a suspected gas explosion in the Sicilian town of Ravanusa. The National Fire Service has confirmed that at least 7 people had died in the incident. 4 bodies were pulled from the rubble early in the morning after being identified by sniffer dogs in a 30-hour search period. Rescuers say there is little hope left for those still missing. 4 houses have collapsed and another 3 were damaged in the explosion. An investigation is underway to ascertain the cause of the explosion. Two cargo ships have collided during foggy conditions in the Baltic Sea between the Danish island and the southern Swedish city. The Swedish Maritime Administration has said the 55-meter careen registered in Denmark has capsized and was upside down. The authorities have launched a rescue operation for 2 missing people who are on board. The other ship, the 90-meter British registered Scott carrier, was functional and its crew was safe. The transitional government in Libya is ready to hold the country's presidential elections as planned on December 24th. The government said it is ready to hand over power to an elected government. The decision comes amid uncertainty that the crucial vote will be postponed. The December 24th polls are intended to help the oil-rich North African country move past a decade of violence. Libya descended into chaos following a NATO-backed 2011 revolt that overthrew and killed dictator Muammar Gaddafi. Less than a fortnight from the planned vote, the election campaign is yet to begin. Publication of a final list of candidates that have been delayed. China paid homage to the victims of the Nanjing massacre at its 84th anniversary. A national memorial ceremony was held in front of the Massacre Memorial Hall in the eastern city of Nanjing. Nearly 3,000 attendees observed a minute of silence for the victims. Japanese troops raped and killed tens of thousands of people after conquering Nanjing, which was the capital of China in 1937. Bangladeshi surgeons will separate conjoined twin toddlers in a marathon procedure long delayed by the coronavirus pandemic. The 2.5-year-old girls were born joined at the back and share a spine, genitalia and part of their intestinal tract. Doctors partially separated their rectums 9 days after birth, but follow-up surgery was postponed last year after the country recorded its first COVID-19 cases. Many conjoined twins are stillborn or die shortly after birth, but advances in surgery and technology have improved survival rates.